And that's how I view our podcast, actually. I learn things as I prepare to give you guys quality content. And I hope that you guys are learning from me as I share the things that I've experienced and that I've learned through my own injury. Curiosity is just a way we can frame our situation that can allow us more peace, more joy, more happiness, more bliss. And it will allow us to trust the process more of recovery, not necessarily put a timeline on it, but just kind of see it from a kind of wondering, thoughtful state. And then you will be able to be in the present moment and see it as a learning experience, because curious people learn. All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. My name's Clark Lovell. I'm your host, the host of the Trust the Process podcast. Today, I wanted to talk about something that I don't think is ever talked about in this space of injury recovery, of mindset tips, and things like that. And that is the principle of curiosity. When we think of curiosity, we think of phrases like curiosity killed the cat, or sometimes, in the field of education, be curious, be always learning and things like that. That's great. I mean, curiosity killed the cat. I guess that keeps you alive. But in this sense, what I want to talk to you about, the spin I want to put on it, is how to use curiosity to live in a more blissful state, to live in a more peaceful, happy, have more joy and just a greater quality of life. And I guess curiosity in this sense is how we frame things. So I'll give you an example. In the practice room, you are, and I know you recognize the situation because it happens to us almost on a daily basis. In the practice room, you're shedding something and it's not getting to where you want it to be. And you could go down one avenue, which is, the negative self-talk, not being kind to yourself and all that. But then there's another path where you could be, encouraging and all that stuff. But then there's that third path where you could be curious about it and be like, I wonder what's causing this. I wonder why I'm not getting this. And I wonder what could get me there. And not only does that take the pressure off of you, but it also allows for creativity to come into the practice room with you. It doesn't matter what you're practicing. If it's been played 1,000 times by other people and there's only one or two ways to play the Haydn trumpet concerto or whatever, curiosity can bring creativity and improvisation and all these wonderful things into your practice routine. You can experiment with different, extended techniques or different exercises or even different melodies to unlock what you're trying to accomplish. Another example, in our space of injury recovery, instead of saying, why am I not better yet? Or why am I not getting there? I thought I was going to be back playing with my big band or my orchestra or whatever, or being able to play in my lessons by now. And the way you could reframe that is, I wonder when it's going to happen. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know. Or you could say something along the lines of, I wonder what I could do in this moment that it would help me get closer to my goal. And not only does that, like I said before, take the pressure off of you in a mental state, but it also will allow creativity, curiosity. Well, I guess we're talking about curiosity, and even a sense of playfulness into your life. And that will increase the joy that you have in the moment. That'll increase the presence of mind that you have, the ability to stay in the present, to be mindful. It will allow you to enjoy the process, not only trust the process, but enjoy it. And you will learn so much in the process. Today, I just finished an interview with Bobby Shu, and he said he's always learning. In fact, he doesn't even like the word teaching because he feels like it's always a learning process, it's a learning experience. And together, mutual learning experience. And that's how I view our podcast, actually. I learn things as I prepare to give you guys quality content. And I hope that you guys are learning from me as I share the things that I've experienced and that I've learned through my own injury. That's the whole reason why I'm doing this show. And so to kind of wrap up, curiosity is just a way we can frame our situation that can allow us more peace, more joy, more happiness, more bliss. And it will allow us to trust the process more of recovery, not necessarily put a timeline on it, but just kind of see it from a kind of wondering, thoughtful state. And then you will be able to be in the present moment and see it as a learning experience, because curious people learn. I mean, that's just the long and short of it. So get out there, keep going. You can do this. I believe in you. Get curious about something today, whether it be your recovery, something with regards to your recovery, something that you're working on in your music, or what have you. So see you next time. Thanks for listening into our conversation today. I hope you got as much out of it as I did. Make sure you share this with a musician you care about who's going through injury, or a music educator in your life, or anyone just trying to make it in life. If you have a suggestion for a guest or topic to cover, shoot me an email at trustprocesspodcast@gmail.com or send me a message on Facebook or Instagram. Before we go, I just want to give a heartfelt thank you and shout out to my team, Daniel Baldwin, who is my audio engineer, Kevin West, who does all music and sound effects for the show, and my sister Dana Lovell, who created the logo and promotional materials. We wouldn't have this show without them. So tune in next time for another episode of Trust the Process.